What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It is July 4th, the 4th of July, and I would usually be pretty happy because it's America and it's celebrating America and there's fireworks, all that, but I mean, I am really down right now because the Giants just got swept by the Chicago White Sox at home, too, which makes it even 2 times worse. They went against, on this homestand, 3 teams that were below 500, and they lost 2 of 3 to the Reds in the first series of this homestand. Then they lost 1 of 2 to the Tigers, and then they lost all 3 against the White Sox. So they ended up only winning 2 games in 8 games that they played. So they went 2-8 on that homestand. And let me just tell you again, these were all teams that were below 500. So obviously, that's not a stat that you want to see at all, especially for a team like the Giants, who were very close to the Dodgers, and they could have taken advantage of the Dodgers-Padres series that was happening while they were going against the White Sox, but they did not. They ended up losing all 3 of those games, like I said, and the Dodgers ended up winning 2 of 3, making it so the Giants are now 8.5 games behind first place. And before, they were like 3, just like less than a month ago. Like at the beginning of June, when they went against the Dodgers and ended up sweeping the Dodgers, they're only 3 games behind first, which were the Dodgers. But now they are 8.5 games behind, and that's got to be really hard for the Giants to come back now, because if you're 8.5 games back, it is doable, but you're on this really bad streak right now of losing 4 games in a row. You are going against the Diamondbacks, but the Diamondbacks are a below 500 team, but they've been also playing better ball and stuff. And even though they're a below 500 team, like I just said, the Giants went against 3 below 500 teams and only won 2 of 8. So the Diamondbacks have a very big chance to win like 2 of 3 in this series. And unfortunately, the Giants, they are just like, they have to be really down right now because they should have won at least 4 of the 8 games. But I mean, this is just very heartbreaking and really sad to do this video because there's no excuse why the Giants had this bad of games. I did not do the video for the game 2 days ago, and I'm sorry about that, and I ended up realizing that because I was supposed to post that video yesterday. I ended up realizing that when it was like almost 12 o'clock at night, and usually I make up for games, but there wasn't much to say about it other than just the defense and errors, so I guess I'll just talk about that for a second. Is Donovan Walton had a costly error that made it so it was the Giants were now down 5-1, and Logan Webb was on the mound. He pitched pretty well, but his defense again did not pick him up, and it was a very hard double play that the Giants were trying to pull out. But I mean, if they had done that, it would have just been a 3-1 game. So, I mean, obviously that's not something that you want to see, is defense struggling. And in this game, Donovan Walton had it in the 3rd inning with Sean Jelly. That's his, it's pronounced Jelly, but it's like Hjellli. I don't even know how to spell his name, but I know that his name is Sean and pronounced Jelly. And he's a really tall pitcher. He's the tallest in the MLB right now, I believe, or tied. And he ended up coming in first game back from the minors. He has pitched a couple pretty good games, but now he has an ERA of 9 because he gave up in the 3rd inning 2 runs, and they weren't necessarily his fault because there was another error by Donovan Walton that was costly that made the White Sox end up getting 2 more runs that made it a 2-0 game at the time. And so, with that being said, Donovan Walton, I mean, that's 2 costly errors he has made, and I'm beginning to not like this guy. I mean, at the beginning I was starting to kind of like him, and he was able to hit, but now he really does struggle hitting, and his defense is definitely terrible. The only reason why he's up is his offense, and I haven't seen much to make him still stay, and I think that he'll end up going back down as soon as Thairo Estrada and Brandon Crawford are fine. But with that being said, this video is just really sad to make because this was anything but what I expected. Like, it's just very sad to see something like that happen, and the Giants, they need to do something. They need to do something quick because their offense is struggling, their defense is struggling, and their pitching is also struggling. DeSclafani is now back on the IL, and he is having a season-ending ankle injury. And as much as that sounds really bad, I think and I hope that he gets better and all that, but every time he pitched, we did not win. It was not a good game when he pitched. So at least we have a pitcher that, like, does not do that good. He is gone now. And, I mean, I don't know what we're going to do. I'm waiting for Jacob Junis to come back. I don't know when he's coming back. I haven't heard anything about that. But I do really miss him because he was a good strikeout pitcher. And hopefully when he comes back, he can do that. But with DeSclafani being on the IL and all that, the Giants are needing to do more bullpen games, which is not what we want because the bullpen has also really been struggling, as we saw in the game yesterday when the Giants ended up, ready for the final score, losing 13-4. Yeah, 13-4 at home. Not good at all. It was a bullpen game the whole time, but it was mainly Sean Jelly that had costly stuff. I mean, the third inning, you can't blame him. But then the fifth inning is what I'm thinking about. He got a single, and a single. And then Sam Lawn ended up coming in and replaced him. The game's still 3-0 right now but nobody out and the bases loaded. And Sam Lawn gave up to Gavin Sheets a 3-run double, a bases-clearing double to Gavin Sheets, making it a 6-0 game. And just like that, it was a blowout. And that's who my player of the game is going to be, all in all, is Gavin Sheets. He only went 1 for 4, but in that 1 for 4, he had that bases-clearing double, making it from a very, not easy, but a way better-looking comeback and way easier-looking comeback for the Giants to have than a 6-0 game where now you're not going to have as good of a comeback. And it's going to be way harder. And with the Giants' offense, obviously that was not good. The White Sox just kept piling on runs, especially in the 9th inning. And it was just, all in all, a really, really bad game for the Giants. They need to come back. They need to do something. They have, like I said, a game against the D-backs today at 3:10. Hopefully the Giants can turn stuff around because a 4-game losing streak is not good at all. And they are still, I think, 5 games behind second place, which is the Padres, because the Padres are 3.5 games back from first. So that's also not good. I don't know about the wild card standings, but the Giants have to be at least 3 or 4 and back of wild card standings now. So I do know that we're only about a little more than a third of the way into the season, but still, this could, I'm thinking of like last year where we were 1 game. If we had lost 1 game and the Dodgers had won 1 game more, then it would be the other way around and we would have to do the wild card. So baseball, it comes down to that, and really any sport, it comes down to the very end, really. And so hopefully the Giants can go ahead and get better and go against the Diamondbacks. My player of the game is going to be, for the Giants, I already said Gavin Sheets is my overall player of the game, but when the Giants lose, I also give a Giants player of the game because I'm talking about the Giants. It's going to be Jock Peterson, and he got robbed of a home run with that outfield wall. It would have been a home run in 29 of the 30 MLB ballparks. The only one is Oracle Park, which is where they were playing. And at that point, they had a runner on base, which was Austin Slater, so it would have been a 6-2 game at that time, and maybe a little bit better looking for the Giants, but it was just a double, still a RBI, making it a 6-1 game, but that was it. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. Please, Giants, start winning games. I really hope that you start winning. So again, please remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, and also have a great 4th of July.